So she told me pretty much I wasn't going to make $60,000 in my business. And immediately that just stirred something in me to be like, oh, okay, grandma, you want to see me make this 60,000? You want to see me make this 60,000? Okay. So anyway, I'm about to do it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Natalia Y. Taylor. Here, we discuss all things business. We talk about finances, and we also talk about strategies, and we break those strategies down to see what's working and what's not working. So stay tuned. If you're new here, I have committed to documenting my business journey, and we are talking all about it. We're breaking it down. We're going over strategies for improving, and I'm hoping that I can share the things that I'm learning and hopefully help somebody else too along the way. So I filmed a video about a week ago, and I pretty much was complaining about the fact that I hadn't made a sale in over 3 weeks. I'm here to give you guys an update and tell you what happened with the strategy that I broke down for you in that last video. If you haven't seen that video, you should take a look. I will link it somewhere in this video. And yeah, let's get right to it. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of background information about me first. I am a mom of 3 little ones, well, 3 kids. I work full-time as a cost analyst for a manufacturer, and I love Excel. Love Excel. So what else about me? Oh, I am married. I have a husband. We have been married going on, oh my God, 7 years this year. And we've had a lot of struggle. So I don't really want to get all into the things about my marriage. Some of that will probably come out as we continue to film. Lord, maybe it won't come out. But oh my God. I felt the need to go into business pretty strongly a couple years ago. Right around the time when my mom was sick, I really felt like I felt a strong need to do something different. I wasn't able to spend a lot of time with her because of the demands of my current job. And I also wasn't feeling the love from my current employer. So I really felt like I needed to put the control of my life back into my hands, because clearly I was giving them a lot and I really wasn't getting any recognition for the things that I felt like I was giving. And that can be really frustrating, to feel like you're not really being utilized to your full potential, and the hard work you are putting into something is being overlooked. The politics, all of that has a lot to do with the decision for me to try and start my own business. Outside of that, I've always been a free thinker. I don't go with the pack. I pretty much do my own thing, and I try to do the right thing. And I'm always trying to seek my higher self. I always talk about this. So that's pretty much me. You'll hear more about my journey into entrepreneurship. I am still working full time, and that is a goal of mine, to be solely dependent on myself for income. That is something that I'm striving really hard to do. So anyway, that's enough about me. A little bit of background. I am also a goal getter. I don't know if you can see that. Goal getter. My daughter got this for me for Christmas. Love these little pins. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the last video that I filmed. I have to give you guys a little story too before we get into it. So I live here in Alabama, and my dad's side lives up north. He lives in New York. My grandma's in Long Island, and my uncle is also in New York. I'm pretty close to them. We don't get to see each other often, but since I've been making videos for YouTube, I thought it would be fun to kind of send the videos to them so that they can see what I'm doing and I can maybe just get some feedback from them. Now, y'all, they are all old school, okay? They're old school. So I send the videos and then, they want to be really nice, but at the same time, they're like, baby, I don't know. You need to do A, B, and C, right? They have all these things that I need to do. So I don't know if you guys saw, but in my last video, and if you haven't seen it, it's my last video diary. I think it was February 18th. In that video, I will link it somewhere here so you guys can check it out. But in the video, I talk about my goal to make $60,000 in my business this year, and I mentioned how I was doing it part-time. I'm really not doing it part-time. It's really more than part-time hours, but what I meant was that I still have a full-time career, so I'm really doing it in the spare time that I can find. It's not part-time, because trust me, whenever I'm not with the kids, which is rare, so I'm spending a lot of their time with this business as well, but I do feel like once I get this business off the ground, then it will be beneficial to the entire family. So it's a sacrifice that I have to make right now. It's I don't want to say it's a small sacrifice, because to me it's a big sacrifice, because I do feel guilty when it comes to spending time on this business, even though it's for my family. And I don't know, that's just mom guilt. It's just something that I have, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who has it. And if you are a mom and an entrepreneur, you definitely will experience the mom guilt. But anyway, so I do have a husband who helps me out a lot. That's another reason why I need to make entrepreneurship work, because my husband has since been laid off, and we're a one-income household at the moment. I cannot talk, but anyway, we've had a lot of life happen. We had a lot of Murphy was trying to move up in here. Murphy's Law, like if anything wrong will happen or can happen, it will happen, and it was happening. It was a terrible past 2 years for us, and we're starting to come out of it. And I feel like things were just so bad that I just know that God was moving in my life and preparing me for something bigger. And the things that I have been through here lately, I think would have probably just broken some people. And I really feel like He's made me strong. So I'm up here like, God, put me in the game. I know You've been preparing me for this. And that's kind of where I am right now. Like, that's where I am on the journey to entrepreneurship. And I feel like He's making me tough so that I can withstand all these battles that are going to come my way, because I have been through some, let me just tell you, and I don't even have to get all into it. I wanted to give y'all a little bit of background as to why I got started, what was going on in my life, and kind of where I am now today. So back to what I was talking about with my grandma. I sent out these videos so that they could kind of give me some feedback on what they thought. And when she heard that I wanted to make $60,000 in my business, she was pretty much telling me that was not gonna happen. You're not gonna make $60,000 in your business, pretty much, because whatever you're doing is not working. And she got that from the last video that I shot, because I was like, it's been 3 weeks and I haven't made a sale. Like, what the heck? But of course, I'm the reason why I haven't made a sale. Like, I have to get on it. I'm a new business. I have to constantly be making those sales calls. I have to constantly be working the strategies that I put in place. And that video was about me trying to document what I'm going through right now, because today everybody thinks that if they just start a business, it's going to be popping. Like, yeah, I'm about to go make this money. It's going to come to me easy. I see everybody living their best life on social media, and it's really not. It's not that easy. It's not like that. It is. It's really hard. It's tough. And only the strong will survive. That's what I'm gonna say to you. And I'm built for it. So I want to document it, and that's what this is about. So she told me pretty much I wasn't gonna make $60,000 in my business. And immediately that just stirred something in me to be like, oh, okay, grandma, you want to see me make this 60,000? You want to see me make this 60,000? Okay. So anyway, I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it though, because I did go back and look at those numbers after she like tried to call me out, and I'm like, damn, I really need to like track. I got an Excel. Yeah, I told you I love Excel. I came up with a plan. I had this whole plan laid out of sales targets, KPIs, key performance indicators, things I'm gonna track to make sure that I'm staying on target, that I am meeting these goals so that I can meet my goal. And yeah, I'm way off, way off. But I'm not gonna let Gramsy win. I'm not gonna let her win. I'm gonna prove her wrong. So I gotta make sure that I'm getting it in, and I have a lot to catch up on. So anyway, in my last video, I talked about 5 things that I feel like were the reasons why I was not making sales. And I also broke down a couple strategies that I needed to implement. Well, we're back, and I want to update you guys on the strategies that I've taken. So, one of the strategies, I said I wanted to reach out to some existing customers, check on them, make sure everything was good, let them know of the new inventory that I was about to get in. I did that, and I have sold through 60% of that new inventory that I just purchased, and it was some hot sets. These are customers that they love to get new things. They love to buy their wives things, and they love the trendy sets. So I knew that they would really love these things that I was bringing in, and it worked. I sent out text messages and I sent out emails, and that really helped me out a lot. In addition to that, I did step up my social media marketing. I made videos, I posted them to my stories. I have been posting to IG, I've been posting to Facebook. I haven't made any TikToks yet as it relates to my business, but trust is coming. So I've done all these things, and I have definitely improved my sales. I've been, just this past weekend, I met my weekend targets, my weekend daily targets for sales. I'm really happy to let you guys know about that. So definitely I need to stay on it. I need to keep working my strategies. And I also got a party booked. I got a party booked for first weekend in April. Excited about that. There's another event that I need to check into, or a couple of events I need to check into. Not really sure if I'm going to work those or not. It just all depends. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that I'm working the strategies that I talked to you guys about, and I'm going to really have to like get things moving though if I'm going to make that large amount of money in my business. 60,000 is a lot, and it's a lot to just be selling clothing. So one more strategy I'm going to implement is variety. I need to get accessories. I need to get lighter things that will ship without a large cost, without a large shipping cost. So things like jewelry and scarves and whatever I can find that will complement the things that I'm selling. I'm definitely going to implement those things, and I'm excited to implement those things. So yeah, so Gramsy told me pretty much that I needed to go get some flyers made, go get the phone book, and I needed to mail these flyers out to everybody. I was like, Grandma, I need to mail out flyers. She was like, yeah. I said, Grandma, I didn't even want to go all into it because I'm like, this is something that I probably should be taking in, because you know what they say, what is old is now new again. So new strategy this week. I'm going to take Grandma up on her advice, and I'm going to go make some flyers. And I'm going to drive around and I'm going to put these flyers in people's mailboxes. And I might even mail out some. I don't have a phone book now because I throw those things away when they come to my house. It's just too much clutter. But I can't even knock my grandma. I can't knock her because she might be on to something. And that's my strategy And that's my tip for this week. And when I film next week or my next video, I will update you guys and let you know what happened, if it worked, and maybe, just maybe, the old in marketing is now the new again in marketing. We shall see. I think the next video, what I'm going to do is go over my Excel spreadsheets with you guys to show you my targets for 2020, how I created them, my sales plan, my expense plan, and break all that down for you and show you how I'm tracking my goals and whether or not I'm meeting them or not. So if you think that will be beneficial, let me know and I will make a video for you guys. So that's all I have for you at the moment. I hope that you enjoy this content that I'm creating for you. If you do, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.